Hello, everyone. Welcome. I've just pressed live, so I know that there'll be no one in the chat at the moment. I'm at the airport and I've just kind of sprung this one upon everyone. So I'll see how this goes. Um, yeah, I'll try the restream again. This time I'll do it from the laptop, and hopefully we might catch one or two passers-by on this. I'm not too sure. I'll keep this live up anyway. We'll see how it goes, and hopefully we might have one or two strays pop in the chat. Let's see. Okay, first and foremost, let's go off camera. Here we go, folks. So it would be nice if there's someone there who can confirm to me that they can hear me well. So yeah, it's been very action packed this trip. So those of you who've been following me, as you know, on the 2nd of April, I flew out to New York. I spent the night in Queens and then flew up to Buffalo. I met Tinu and Todd Father and Co-Train. Spent some time up there. Did the Niagara Falls trip. Some good food up there. Had to have the buffalo wings as well. Yes, Tommy, we are live. We are live, Tommy. Please, could you confirm for me you can hear me okay? I really appreciate that. That would be really helpful. So, yeah, amazing. Okay, excellent. That's good. Good to know. It's good. So, yes, as I was saying, I was up in Buffalo, got the main part done, which was the wings and Niagara Falls. I then from there travelled back to New York and then on to Newark, where I stayed at the Robert Treat Hotel. It was a nice hotel. I got in late on that Saturday evening. It was really busy in that hotel. There was a wedding on, so it was kind of a little bit too much for me. But excellent, good stuff, Tommy. That's just what I wanted to find out. I want to see how I get on with this restream by doing it via the laptop, because the last one I did it via the phone, and that's what I'll do as well. I haven't brought any guests up on here, so I just wanted to obviously see if I can get a feel for that. I'll pop that in the chat anyway, and hopefully someone will come up and just test, because obviously we're quite used to how StreamYard is with the backstage and things like that. I wanted to know what the restream experience is like. That would be good, first and foremost. So yeah, got to Newark. Very busy. It was a wedding there. I did a live there. Knew that I had a big day the following day to meet Mr. Tommy Sticks, and he picked me up. Tommy 2274. Hello there, sir. Good to see you, my friend. I hope all is well and good. Tommy picked me up, and whilst waiting in the lobby, I know we've told this story, but I'd like to cover it and recap it to keep it fresh. There was some young lady. She was then staying at the hotel. She was off to some dance venue, dance concert. Or hello, how you doing, Stony Tony? Good to see you, my man. What up? Good to see you. Saw you at the Ricky Stets. Absolutely, love Philly. I wish I could have been there a bit longer. So yeah, so this young lady was started talking to me, and I said, "Look, I'm here." She said she was going to be lounging around the hotel for that day. I said, "Well, I'm going to be a part of the YouTube community." So she said, "Yep, okay, really?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "This man's come to pick us up." Anyway, I said, "Tommy Sticks Social Club." So she started typing Tommy Sticks Social Club into the chat, and I can't find it. She was putting Tommy Sticks, Sticks. I said, "No, Sticks, Stigs," and she found Tommy's channel. She goes, "Oh my God, I know him. He's part of, he's my dad watches his show. He's part of so he's on some other coffee channel." I said, "Oh, okay." And Tommy pulled up, and the girl got a selfie with Tommy, with the Robert Treat in the background, of course. So he is indeed. He is indeed. He's a man about town. Everyone knows him. Yeah? Like I say, he was. We gave a very well, good, enthusiastic, detailed tour as we set off. I know. Well, never say never, but yeah, you wouldn't put any money on it. Yeah, and I don't really want to because I did a whole live on it, but yeah, we were travelling through. We did the Soprano Bridge. Tommy pointed out, you know, uh, parts of scenes of within the Sopranos, and it was really good. And he was taking me all the way through. Sort of, we crossed over through Bloomfield, and then we were going to go. No traffic. Weather wasn't great. Yeah, that would be nice. Maybe one day she might pop in the chat. And yeah, like I say, he ended up saying, "Let's go down to Mulberry Street," and it was great because the traffic wasn't that bad at all. I know that there was some things that only fellow New Yorkers know that can be a bit frustrating, where they people pulling out on bikes. How you doing, Janie? Thank you for coming. Good to see you. People pulling out on bikes, but it likes the change of the one where you got the one way street. So it's got street crossing. It goes that way, then that way, then that way, then that way. So it's got good traffic management round there. And the weeds in Seekers, where Joe Pesky, I was telling the story. Yes, that's right. Yeah, absolutely. Mulberry Street, as I say, it's still got the main sign up there where he took me to, but it's, as I say, it is a shadow of its former self. So yeah, that was really good. And then obviously I showed the clips with the Ravenite Club, or what once was the Ravenite Club, which was good. Stony Tony, I am currently at LaGuardia Airport. I've got a bit of a wait to my flight anyway, so yeah, I don't fly until about 12:30, unfortunately, just because there's been a few delays here and there. But yeah, it's all good, all good. So yeah, as I say, we went from there, went to Calandras, went to the Italian village originally. Um, as I say, it was a bit, it was absolutely ram packed in the original Italian village. Baby showers. We managed to get to Calandra's Mediterranean grill, which was really good. And we went in there, had some good food. And Luciano was there. Luciano Calandra was like main owner. So that was good. Sorry, excuse me. Got deported already. Sorry, I'm a little bit mellow or low in my voice because I've got these earphones on. So I just yeah, Stony. Yeah, so food was, as I say, portobello sandwich for Tommy. I had the mussels in the spicy tomato sauce, and we had the pizza, and I had a lovely dessert. Then from there, we went on to Richie the Boots in Livingston, and then on to Caldwell to Tony Soprano, the home used by James Gandolfini, The Sopranos. So yeah, long and behold, there I was. There I was yesterday. Uh, was planning to maybe go around Central Park. I did obviously did think about maybe going to Columbus Circle, but I won't go into too much detail because I want to do a little bit of a live on what my first impressions were for Philly. As you know, I went to Philly for the day, 2 hour coach ride from Midtown, and then up to Spring Garden Street. Yeah, that was quite funny actually because it's just like got a couple of photos. I thought because the place was that far set back up the hill. I wanted to try and get some more, and then as I was about to get out, I heard beep beep beep. Next thing you know, me and Tommy had to go, and he said, "Yep, that's Richie the Boots son pulling in." So yeah, Tommy, I don't know what sort of position you're in at the moment in regards to if you're quite stationary or if you're working, moving about. But I've dropped a link in there, and I didn't know if you'd be kind enough just to try and press the link and see if you can come up to the panel. I just want to know what the experience is via the restream. Home of the Super Bowl champions. That's right, Stony Tony. The Philadelphia, is it Philadelphia Eagles? Absolutely. So we'll see. And then, as I say, it was quite a fast-packed, action-packed day yesterday. I got back sort of around about tea time, and at that point, when I was back in Midtown, all I wanted to do was literally just get back home, or back to my apartment or hotel room at the Riverside Tower Hotel, which I do recommend it as a nice little hotel. I was high up. No, Tommy. Going on to Florida. I've got a flight to Jacksonville, which I'm really looking forward to. So yeah, that's going to be good. So likewise, I just chilled out, joined you guys. Yeah, absolutely. I joined you guys on your shows as I normally do. Bit of junk food. That's what I've been eating a lot because obviously I had the cheesesteak, which we'll cover a little bit more in depth on another flight on the live because I think Philadelphia is definitely worth a half hour, 45-minute live on its own, even though I wasn't there that long. So, yeah. And here I am today, battling through the taxis. I will say this, Tommy, you're right about the traffic in New York. It's an absolute nightmare. Constant beeping all the time. You know, even when I was coming back from the coach to get on the underground, the subway from Midtown up to mine at 79th Street, you know, there was stepping across the zebra crossing, and they're just they, they don't even want to let the pedestrians cross. Constant beeping. Yeah, I was a bit surprised. I'll be honest with you now. New York is freezing. Even Philadelphia was cold. England is currently warmer at the moment. Now, even as I say, in the morning, it was really cold. Kensington, yeah. Do you know what? I was chatting at the steakhouse, Stoney, and they did say there was a few places to stay away from in Philly. I'm assuming that they're probably the same sort of places that Tommy advised to stay away from around the Newark area. Just sort of gangs and people hanging out on the street, crack dens and so forth. So yeah, it's something to bear in mind when going here. I mean, because I must admit, I love going on walks and I like exploring. So having some sort of like home knowledge about where not to go is good. It's what we like. So, because I don't care sometimes, but obviously it's the case of if you're outnumbered, there's a group of them, you could find yourself in a bit of a spot of bother. So as you can say, the airport's been quite busy this morning, but I think it's a backlog of delays. They've still got a wave of flights going out. But yeah, I'm looking out over my laptop, out through the glass windows onto the runway. The sky looks lovely. It's nice and blue. Yeah, that's right. We did indeed. The lookouts on the corner with their caps on and hoods over. But yeah, it was kind of surreal for me a little bit. Not saying we don't do it in the UK, but how everything's sort of it really is compartmentalised and like territorially cut up, where you could be instantly be in a nice area and then to a bad area, then back again. I'm usually warmer by now. I'm in Connecticut and it's 36 degrees right now. Somebody should gave you a wrench walking around Jersey with. It'll start bashing up the drug dealers with a blue wrench. Tommy, I'm going to drop that. Would you please try, or someone, whoever likes coming up on paddles, of course. I just want to see what the get the impression of what the guest experience is like, because I've never been up on Restream via guest as a guest. It'll be interesting to see. Yeah, no, I agree, Tommy. I agree. Absolutely. Observing what has happened. Yeah. Yeah, as you were saying, it used to stretch the Mulberry Street and the Bloomfield Avenue. Used to be all Italian, but now it's kind of just anyone and everything. No, no worries, Tommy. That's all I just needed to know. I won't bother you anymore now. I know you can't do it. Good stuff. So, yeah, so that Riverside Hotel was a lovely little quaint hotel. I was up on the 12th floor, but my room was not directly looking over the Hudson. I was sort of looking out on the side of the building. So I was having a look out there, and the windows were quite dirty because when I was out with Tommy and he took me for the walk down the Hudson River, we were sort of looking at the New York Manhattan skyline. It's like no, I was watching that video the other day, Tommy, actually, where the Black Lincoln pulls up, and you're right, it completely different area. Or you can see sort of the demographics of the street, but as far as the buildings and the character, no, absolutely not, nothing like it at all. So yeah, but that's what happens. It's evolution for us. Things change, things move on and move out, and other things move in. So yeah, I know, Tommy, you're going to be pulling me up for not going on Avatar when I'm sipping my or having a slurp of my diet Pepsi. But as I say, this is just a live that I've thrown together. Yet again, I want to test the Restream software as well. And get out and for you guys to keep me company. As you know, I'm doing a lot of this travelling in between on my own, and I rely on you, just guys, just to bounce off. You are part of this for me. You make suggestions, you show things, you say things, you spark the ideas in my brain, jog the memory. Yeah, so it's all good, all good. So yeah, what's my plan? Well, when my flight, I believe it's about 1:30, 1:15. So I want to get down to Jacksonville. It's actually what I am impressed as well with LaGuardia Airport. It's quite seamless getting checked in, get your bags in, and then getting through security. It is good on that. Facilities are okay. They're a lot better than the UK airports that I've been into. Certainly, whereas you would compare LaGuardia as not a main airport, JFK would be the one for the area. So I rate it for that. Hey, how you doing, Gerard? Good to see you, my man. How you feeling? You all good? So yeah, Gerard, I'm going down to Florida. Florida, my main man. So I'll be staying in a place called near Deerwood, which is good. So when I get there, it's actually going to be the place that I'm going to be at the longest. I think I'm here for 4 nights. They're murder lizards in Florida. That'd be quite interesting. I'd like to see an alligator in the wild. That would be good. Just golf. AKA murder lizards. Not quite Godzilla though. No. Definitely, I'm gonna have to start trying to eat a bit healthier now as well. No more New York food of pizzas and cheesesteaks of Philadelphia food. Start focusing. You've got big pythons as well. Pythons aren't too bad. They don't bite. They'll just, if you mess around with them, they'll strangle you. Is that what pythons would be? I know it's mainly boa constrictors. Good stuff. Trying to think. You do get a few poisonous snakes down there. What about spiders and things like that as well? Black widows. Get those too. Yeah, it does. I must admit. I mean, I'm quite. I only have to look at food to put weight on, but I did feel at home when I was in that queue at Skinny's. Let's just say everyone was on the rather large side, so I didn't stick out like a sore thumb, Sony. But I don't eat uh, cheesesteaks every day, and then when I'm back home, I'll be back into the gym. I'll be in my routine again, which is good. Yeah, but then not really. I'd be more worried if it was like a rattlesnake, Tommy, or what they call them, the cottonmouths or cottonheads. Those type snakes we put that are poisonous. You're right. You're right, Gerard. I think it's the fattest city in the USA. Is it? Would you say that? Well, better not. I better not go too deep. I don't want to insult any any people that might be watching outside of the chat that are from the city of brotherly love. So, Gerard, have you ever been to anywhere like the Everglades or anything like that? Have you ever been down to Florida? That's a question for you. Likewise, a question for a few of you in the chat. Tony, what's your experiences with Florida? I'll ask you as well, Tommy2 2074, if you're still there with us. It'd be interesting to know. Yeah. Yes. Voluptuous or pleasant. Pleasantly plump. As long as you're happy, that's the important thing. And as long as you're not too big where you're uncomfortable, you need to be able to move about. No, fair enough, my man. Fair enough. So there's a few things. They've got a few parks and that round there. They've, they've got the St. John's River, which runs through. Not supposed to leave the state. You've got St. John's River. I mean, they've got the Jacksonville Jaguars, but it's out of season. Anyone know the name of the basketball and baseball team if they got one? I don't think they've got a baseball team, but that'd be interesting to know. Oh, excuse me for a second. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, so I'll be down there. I'll plot something to do, and I know that I'm going to be on my lonesome down there, but I'll make things happen. always do. So we'll see how that goes. I'll be reporting on here anyway. And if anyone's got any recommendations on things to do. Okay, Tommy 222. I've been to Florida many times. I have family in Deltona, not Daytona. People get them mixed up. Okay, whereabouts does Deltona sit in in the geographics of Florida, Tommy? 2274. Florida marlins. Ah, yeah, marlin fishing, Stoney. Fishing's a big thing there. I don't know if I'll be up for that. But they've got a few things there. I'll find something. Yeah. So, if anyone's got any recommendations, I want to wait for Tommy 2274. Let's see what we got here. Here we go. That's what we want. Daytona. Oh, the Marlins. Sorry. Beg your pardon. The Marlins is a baseball team. Right, gotcha. Remember, I'm from the UK, so I'm not too overly familiar with the national sports. So I know what they are, and I know the famous teams. But I don't know them all. So by Orlando, up north on the map. Well, believe it or not, Tommy, I'm going to end up in Orlando. I go to downtown. I'll travel from Jacksonville to Orlando on the Amtrak and just take it from there. So if you've got any recommendations for Orlando, now I don't think I'll have time to get to Cape Canaveral or anything like that, but I think Orlando's got a bit more going on. That's what I'm looking forward to, Gerard. Like waking up in the morning here it's very cold, and it don't. I mean, it hasn't been like bad in raining, but it get a bit of sunshine for a few hours during the day, then it starts to get cold again. Absolutely, good stuff. Dug me out of a hole there. Well, there's me going on rambling on about marlin fishing. So, yeah, I've got this sort of fella's coming with me. This guy's going to do more miles. He's going to do more miles than Team do. Ooh. The egg. He's now property. He's now emigrated to the UK. He's coming with me. Good stuff. Like gun smoke in the morning. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a little bit too old for Disney World. Not only that, Gerard, I'm only there for a day as well. I don't really. What we got there? Yeah, be on the register. Go snooping around Disney World. Everyone's cracking up in the chat. We'll have to go find the gun ranges. You guys are funny. If you believe that someone is tampered with your budget, or a stranger approaches you, what we got here? Contact that airline representative or the airport police. Yeah. All check and carry on luggage is subject to Aggie. Yeah. I won't be going there. I know I'm caught in two minds. Maybe get to try out a shooting range again. Been in the shooting range in Henderson, in Nevada, by Vegas. I went to actually, I think it's Belleville. or Bellevue, I can't remember, which is where Microsoft is from, up at Washington State. Been there as well, shooting range there. No, it'd be nice. Nice pair of shorts on and get some vitamin D, get some UV rays. So that'll be looking forward to that. I can't complain about that. Yeah, I bet that too. Yeah, but them sort of they're feeding gits, aren't they? You know what I mean, they'll just have your pants down. I mean, they know that it's just you got the kids pestering their parents. Anyway, Disney is nothing like it used to be. When I was younger, there was things like Robin Hood and Dumbo and stuff like that. Now it's all this woke shite. They shovel Disney up their arse. Right, Florida, everyone carries, yes, they do. But do you know what? When I was in Florida last year, when I was sort of around Deerfield and Boca, yeah, that was nice down there. I know Florida does have its areas, but I don't know. It just felt a little bit more. It feels a little bit more safer than them sort of the blue states. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, you can. I say I usually just go do the handguns. Flamethrowers, are they? Oh, I might as well knock my boots out. Let's see if they've got any TNT. Maybe a bazooka and some hand grenades. Well, Bill winding me up. Yeah, he's crazy. Is there not a place out in Las Vegas though that where you can get to fire the old Tommy guns and things like that? I think there is. Where they kind of, they'll blokes all steam over there for a stag do. And they let you. So I mean, I've always loved Universal Studios, but I haven't been there in a while. Well, I've been to the Universal Studios in California. I went to that one. I don't know if they still have it, but they have a Jaws ride from the beginning when they opened. Yeah, maybe, but that's one of the things that sold Universal Studios, the Jaws, the Back to the Future, all that type of thing. Florida, you got to be 9 to carry. What's that, physically or mentally? It's funny. 9 to carry. Yeah. So I'm really am looking forward to it though. Just feeling the vibe, getting the feeling go. Yeah, cops don't mess around. Absolutely. I think are they the kind that will shoot first and ask questions later? Yeah, yeah. You know, exactly. Fuck around and find out. That's exactly what it means. That's good. It's always good to have the inside knowledge. Yeah. No worries. Saying cheers. Hello there. So James Jameson. Right, I know James. So James, see you in MRE's chat. So if you start typing for me, my man, you should now be a Smurf. Good stuff, James. So you just type and say something. Good. Everyone greet him. Everyone greet James Jameson. Here we go. Vegas, you can fire anything you want. I have family in Henderson, Nevada. My uncle works for Area 51 as an electrician, and my aunt used to work for Celine Dion as her paralegal over 20 years ago. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. No worries, James Jamison. You're for a fellow UK man, aren't you? Is that right? I do believe. So yeah, they're quite relaxed. Well, yeah, again, like Nevada, on occasion slipped to the dark side. It's been no, absolutely, yeah, no protesters in Florida. I don't mess around. No problemo. No problem at all. See you over in MREs. MRE's my boy. Good, good crowd. Yeah, Tommy's saying hello to James Jameson. Yeah, Aberdeen. Okay, yeah. So that's Aberdeen. I don't. Co-train. Good to see you. Asada. Thank you for coming. They're all in there. Yeah. So Aberdeen, James. I don't know how old you are, but were you sort of there? Were you old enough to remember the Alec Ferguson era when Aberdeen was winning everything? The soccer casuals. You remember that? And when the oil money was flowing in to the city. Here we go. Everyone's good. Old Stigs, eh? Ah, wise guy. Funny. There we go. Tommy 2274. I'll tell you what, Sada. Now I know you're here. We'll try this again because I know Sada. I was doing it on my phone. That link kept redirecting you to the stream. So I'm going to see. I'm on my laptop now. So I'm going to see if I just get someone to join me on the panel and tell me what the restream experience is. So, yep, born in 74. Okay, it's my birthday officially today. I am 45 years of age. Exactly. So, yeah, you're only a little bit older than me. How you doing, Teresa? You all right? Good to see you. You're all good. Magooch. Just while I'm there, Magooch, do me a favour. Go. All right. Add as mod. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, there he is. It's the G-Man, Gianni Catalano. Good to see you, sir. So, Magooch, Tommy saying hello to Magooch. Yeah, Aberdeen is still the last team to beat Real Madrid in the European Cup final, correct? 1983. Thank you, Teresa. I appreciate that. Thank you. So, can someone join me on the panel? One person. That's all it has to be. Just to tell me what the restream experience is like. Hello, Maureen. Good to see you. William, another fellow Scott in the chat. Good stuff. Let me just make sure I go back up. I haven't missed anyone. The gooch. Just heard a beat. Where is that? Hey, right, Tommy. I need you. How do I add you to the stage? Is that it?
I have no idea.
I've done it.
Working?
Done it. Yeah, you're on.
All right, I'm in meetings, but I wanted to pop on and see if it works. Looks pretty
Actually,
good. Can you hear me all right?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Perfect.
So, but what happens here? You got the panel where me and you are side by side on. Then where under here, there's like another panel. I'm on the top. You're on the bottom. And when you come up, it goes. I got a beep noise, and it was greyed out. And there's like a little switch up in the top corner, on and off. You were greyed out, and as soon as I flicked that switch, bang, you were on the screen.
Nice. All right, looks good. I like it.
Yeah, the picture looks quite good. What's it
Now
like? What's the
you selected that background, the color and everything. Is that how?
no. This background's the airport.
No. Around us,
Oh, around the blue. Yeah, the blue. Yeah, it's part of it. Part of the big
really,
screen.
it's
Yeah,
a really nice layout. The stream is great.
it is good. And I'm looking currently on my laptop. I've got you, me, and you there, and then I've got like another screen where I'm on top and you're on the bottom there, and it's got like a sort of like equalizers and sound control and things like that.
Yeah. Now I definitely can't see the chat on this stream.
No, I've got the chat,
You like it?
but yeah, I do like it. There's don't get me wrong, there's pros and cons to both of these. StreamYard
Yeah.
is the one that we know and love, but there's a
I
few little things that I do like on it.
I don't know. This looks pretty. This looks pretty good. Is there a cost with this one, or how does this work?
This is free version, Tommy. This is 720p. It's
This is
saying in the top
beautiful.
corner,
Pay
and that's
1,200 a
free.
year for fucking StreamYard. Look at this. It's nice.
Well, Tommy, their next plan up, where you can get rid of the watermarks and have a few things, is I think it's $17 a month.
70.
17, 17.
17. Wow, really?
Yeah,
That's
and then
incredible.
they've got a pro plan which is $39.99. So it's kind of they look like they do want to compete with StreamYard.
Is it as user friendly as StreamYard?
Yeah, it is. It is on the definitely on the laptop. I would
All
probably
right.
say it's a little bit more of a struggle on the phone, but certainly by all means,
I'm
it
going to
might
try
even
it.
be.
I'm going to
Yeah,
give it a
just
shot. Yeah.
have one
Yeah.
do one live and see what you
Yeah.
think.
Oh, learn.
And if you don't like
Try.
it, go back to StreamYard.
Try new things. Beautiful day in North Jersey. Look.
That weather. The weather looks fantastic there. Look at that. Not is that no cloud in the sky?
Not a cloud. Beautiful.
That looks excellent.
It really is nice.
I'm looking
I got
out
the
for the.
airport. Look, I got it. The Essex County Airport is right over there beyond
Yeah,
those buildings. So we see planes coming in and out all day. It's unbelievable.
yeah,
Small planes, private planes, like going to New York City, helicopters going to New York City. All the private planes, like the rich people that have planes, they keep them right
yeah.
over here down the road there. They go in and out of Manhattan all day. It takes about 15 minutes, 10 minutes to get into
It,
Manhattan from here.
does it do cargo as well? I'll take it.
No, this is all private. Like you would have a marina for boats,
Right.
in a same thing for planes over here. It's crazy.
Good. So it's called about business and money.
Yeah, actually, JFK, when he crashed, he took off from here.
Yeah,
John F. Kennedy Jr., when he crashed, do you remember?
that's right. I do remember the story vaguely.
Yeah, he took off from this airport right here.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the 9/11 terrorist trained right here how to fly.
Another thing Asada just mentioned, he said there's no clouds here either, just
No,
chemtrails.
nothing. Yeah, chemtrails. Crazy. All right, I got to go into another meeting, but I wanted to jump on. I really like it.
Yeah. Okay. You like the camera and the sound?
Yeah, it's perfect. We're perfect. All right.
Excellent. All right.
I'm going to
Thank you,
log off
Tommy.
now. Yeah, I'm going to log off.
Brilliant.
All right.
Thanks. There we go, folks. That's all I wanted. I just wanted someone to come up and just give an opinion on this. See what they thought. Yeah, the Kennedy curse. Yeah, it seems to obviously with JFK and the brother. Is it the brother? And did one of the Kennedys not that long ago, another relative of them die in an accident. I mean, I say not that long ago, about 10 years ago, something like that. Might be a bit longer. Yeah, it is good, James. I will say that the stream does look good. The camera looks good. Bear in mind that this is the free version, so that's what we're more interested about. Because at the moment it just seems it's StreamYard with their ratcheting up the prices. It's kind of upset the apple cart with some of the content creators, not me, because obviously, but those of them that are monetized and things like that. And I just want it everyone to be happy, you get a better vibe and a better stream. Good stuff. So I'm glad. Anyway, I'm impressed. Thank you for all those that have come in and kept me company. Got some good numbers as well. So likewise. Right. I did promise myself, like what we're up to, I won't go on past the hour. That was the important thing for me. Here we go. Here we go. So you're all talking amongst yourselves. Yeah, it is Treasure. It is a nice platform. I have to agree with you on that. I'd like to see how it compares though when it comes to the features. I think StreamYard probably will edge it on that. I must admit. So I'll get further down. Get further down the chat. Here we go. Right. Did we win last night? Treasure. Magooch. Good man. Well, it was a pleasure to see you. Stuff. Here we go. Yeah. Back to work, Gianni. Thank you for popping in, my friend. I appreciate that. Appreciate that, mate. Excellent. Tommy, yep, you won. You won indeed. Okay. Take it easy. You're making us young bucks look bad. I'm on holiday. Awesome. Good stuff. Okay. So there's food for thought for Restream. Okay. Avatar. Seems straightforward enough. Done one of the numbers. So, okay, folks. So I did this live today. I should be in Florida. I'm going to try and go live again tomorrow. Just to go talk about the first day in Jacksonville. Talk about any event or anything that might be going on. Also wanted to go a little bit more in depth about that day trip that I did to Philadelphia. And obviously, look, if anyone wants to join me, it's an open discussion as well. That's what I like to do here. We all know each other, so it'll be all good just to hang out. So what I'm going to say is, on that note, thank you everyone. God bless. Enjoy your days. Enjoy those of you that are in and around the New York area. Enjoy the weather. No clouds in the sky. So take it easy, everybody. Thank you.